Hello and welcome everybody. This is your host Learbach, and you're just in time for another episode of Blind Baggin. It's been a while since I've done one of these, I know, but I have a way of making it up to you guys. So yesterday, I went to the Dallas Comi-Con or Dallas Fan Expo. I'm gonna assume it's Comic-Con. My brother-in-law took us there, and they went there to meet. My sister went there to meet Peter Capaldi, which was pretty cool. I didn't get to meet the guy, but apparently he was really nice, so that's good to know. For those of you wondering, Peter Capaldi is the 12th Doctor in Doctor Who. So yeah. So anyway, back to what I was about to say. Back to what I'm going to say. So we went to Comic-Con, and one of the many different things you do at Comic Con is you spend your money on useless stuff that looks cool. Well, I did that on a few things, and you can wrong one. You can see one of those right there. We'll get into that in a minute. And another thing, I'll go ahead and show you some of the stuff I got. First being, and this is kind of something I kind of regret getting, but kind of not really, because one of the rules of Comic Con is you don't pay for food there. The food is expensive. This is 4 ounces of pepper beef jerky, $12. The reason I regret getting it is because I was hungry at the time, but I don't regret getting it because it's really good. Like, I've been trying to nibble at it a little bit at a time just because it's that good. The other thing I got was the very first thing I actually bought was this Majezo jewelry cleaner stuff. The guy showed me using my glasses. Like you can use your glass, you can clean it with your glasses, and like you clean it, you do good enough job, and like you have your glasses. You don't have to do it. You don't have to clean them for another 2 days. So yeah, so far we're going to Comic Con, didn't get anything fun. We'll get there. We'll get there. So the next thing we got. Let me see if there's anything else. No, oddly enough, whenever you go to places, they usually give you their cards because most of the people that run the booth have their own websites. So one place I went into was a little kind of potion shop. There you go, has a health potion, and the thing I wanted to get most of all, yeah, Nuka Cola. They also have the Nuka Cola Quantum, but I just wanted the Nuka Cola and something else. So I got those little things to fit around. They got one other thing before we go into the box behind me. I got this little dragon thing. I've been to about 4 other cons, I think 4 or 5 other conventions, and the last 2 ones I went to, I saw these guys. The people running this booth are just amazingly into this. Like these are dragon pets, and you can go to their website. I believe it's mydragonpets.com. Um, let's see if I can find their card. No, I cannot find their card. Okay. Okay, I lost their card somewhere. It might be in my wallet. I'll get it later. But they sell these little dragons, and dragon the regular dragon on its own, just nothing fancy, is like $35, which may sound like a lot, but these guys are handmade, so they're really good quality. And then the one I have here is a glow in the dark one, which is about $5 more, and it has like this little armor, which is about $10 more. I would say that like just like having just one is worth it. It's worth it just for one because they're just like neat little things. And I just like I got this guy about fairly early on, and I was like carrying him around my arm the entire day, and people would ask where I got it from. Like, oh yeah, it's from the dragon booth in aisle 300 because they have these things separated by aisles. Like, but yeah. This one is, they said the face is modeled after Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon, which is part of the reason I wanted it, because, come on, Toothless is adorable. But yeah. So, this wouldn't be an episode of Blind Bagging It without a blind bag, or box in this case. This is about $35. I've seen them almost every convention I go to. They have like this variation. They have portal cubes, and they have like the police call box Doctor Who one for about $60. This is about 35. I have not looked into it. The only thing I've done differently, you don't see this little hook open. It's usually closed. I did that just to make it easier to carry. Because we got this at the end of the Comic-Con, and we're still walking around, and oh boy, was it tiring. I wanted to do this as soon as I got home last night, but I was tired. I've been tired. So yeah, so let's open this up and see if we got some good things or just a rock. Supposedly, from what I understand, this is supposed to have at least $50 worth of items in it. At least one of them did. I'm not sure. This might have been the one that had. There were several different booths with these set up. So let's open this up. And oh boy, already I'm seeing some cool stuff. Looks like we have a ghost catcher from Ghostbusters. I think that's what this is supposed to be. Looks. Voltage, electric shock, and power for repair. I mean, it looks. I don't know. Maybe it's not supposed to be, but it kind of looks with the shape and the caution thing on top. Doesn't have anything in it, so. Oh, it has like a little slime bit. So I'm fairly certain this is supposed to be Ghostbusters. If you can figure something else out, let me know. Yeah, kind of cool. Neat little carrying case. Stuff to carry stuff in. And right here already, I can see we got our money's worth with Worf. A Worf action figure and a bunch of different arms. So, oh, it's not an action figure. It's a statuette. So, still, it's pretty cool. This is probably on its own like $25 at least. So on the back, you can see you got him different. You can remove his arms and put him in different poses. He's got his little bat lift. I think that's what they're called. The bat lift there. I can never remember the Klingon weapon. I can barely comprehend the fact that the Klingons have a separate language. What makes you think I can understand their? Anyway, I made a horrible joke there. We have what looks like a little lanyard and a card, like a pass. Let's see here. No, it's Doctor Who Bad Wolf. That's kind of cool. So I think this is you just replace the card here with like your pass. If you had like a VIP pass or something. So that's kind of cool. Got a little police call box with Bad Wolf on it. And a little TARDIS rubber thing here, rubber stopper. Let's see, we have a Domo Batman. I don't get Domo. I don't get the whole thing with Domo. Yeah, there's a little better view of him. Little tags on him. Let's see what else we have here. Ooh. A Doctor Who iPhone case. This is for what? iPhone 5, so no one in my family can use this. For those of you wondering, I have a Samsung S5 with a battery case. Like this is an extended battery because I got tired of using it at work and running out of battery. And I think we have one more thing, which is a little button that says I Heart Lamp. Oh, is that an Anchorman reference? I think it's an Anchorman reference. But yeah, so For $35, it's not a bad deal. I mean, like I said, there were two of them. One of them said you're guaranteed at least $50 worth of items. I'm assuming that was the same with the other one. Like you're guaranteed at least a certain amount of value for how much you're spending. And I'd say, not a bad deal, especially with this. I mean, this is probably the big thing people would want out of this box. But since it's all random, like you're not guaranteed to get an action, so you might get something else. One of the things they were doing there, they had these grand prizes where it's like you could get like a sheet of paper that says you want a PlayStation 4 or something like that, and you take it to them and they give you a PlayStation 4. My sister, knowing I was going to do this, said, "Wouldn't it be amazing if you got the grand prize for the game of a game console, and then you wouldn't be able to claim it?" Fortunately, that didn't happen to me because Comi-Con. Well, I probably could have gone back up there and gotten it today because today's Sunday. I don't think we'd be doing that. I mean, it's about an hour and a half to 2 hours away from us. Yeah, so not going that way. Plus, you'd have to pay about, I think, $50 to get in, or at least I think 55 for the last. No, 45 for the last day, 55 for the first 2 days. On their own, mind you. We only paid for 1 day tickets because we weren't going to go there all day, every day. So yeah, it's like that. You'd be paying like $50 plus a 2-hour trip to get there, to get the game system. To me, it's not really worth it. I know that like $300. Oh, but you could get a PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Yeah, but on the other hand, I could get a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One. And I've alienated all my Xbox fans. All 4 of them. Yeah. Actually, I don't know. I don't know how popular Xbox is. I might have a lot more Xbox fans than I think. But yeah, so there were a lot of things at Comi-Con. Ooh, almost forgot. I have 2 more things to show. So, last thing we're going to talk about was Comi-Con. So, one of the big things you go to Comi-Con for is the Artist Alley. You see a lot of artists and their picture, and they have like pictures, usually fan art of stuff, done in really unique ways. Usually when I go up there, I try to get one of the pony ones there. Like I see, like every con I've been to, I've seen the guys who do those pictures. So I got, like I said, that My Little Pony picture and this mouse pad from them about a year ago, I believe, when we went there last time. And I didn't get anything from them this year because I kind of forgot and ran out of time. Yeah. But at some other panel, now I can't remember the guy's name. He didn't give me a card. I saw this little Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker poster done up in like a classic NES cartridge style, like the gold cartridge. And the thing that really drew me there, and Neela, if you're watching this, I finally found Undertale fan art. Actually, I found a lot of Undertale fan art there. Not as much as I thought there'd be. And I saw about 3 Undertale fan cosplayers. Oddly enough, 2 of them being Metaton, and I wasn't able to get a picture with any of them. Because the Metaton ones, the first one was we were outside getting our tickets, and I was like, okay, when we get in, I'll be able to get a picture of her later. And on our way in, I saw the same Metaton girl be bombarded by these 2 people. One of them in like this wolf head and gloves outfit, and they were just like freaking out. It's Metaton! medicine. Immediately, I regretted not getting the picture earlier because I had a feeling I was not going to be able to find her ever again. And I was right. I didn't see her again. Then I saw another Mettaton, again, outside, just outside of outside in the corridor area. While I was trying to get money because the Wi-Fi went down and no one could accept debit cards for a little bit. So yeah, I saw another one, didn't get a picture of her because I just was kind of in a hurry to get money and get back in. I was trying to get back in. And then I saw one of a guy dressed as Sans, and I kept trying to catch up with him because he was a bit of ways. And I didn't want to go, "Hey, Sans, take a picture with me." And that, I don't know, that sounds a little weird even at a Comic-Con. And he turned a corner. I tried following him, and he vanishes. Just like the real Sans. Go figure, right? But yeah, so Comic-Con it's always a fun time. It's always fun. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend eating the food there because it's really expensive food. Like, seriously, the cheapest thing there I think was like, as far as food wise, the cheapest thing I had there, the cheapest thing I saw there was like $7 for popcorn. So yeah. But if you want to go to Comic-Con, it's always a fun treat. Always fun, especially if you're nerds like me. The Artist Alley is always a fun place to like, kind of go down and look, even just looking around. Like I said, I was taking pictures for Neela yesterday all day, just kind of show her what I was looking at, and she's just like, I want everything, even the stuff that she wasn't into, she wanted. And like I said, I was trying to find cosplayers, but like I couldn't find many of them. I couldn't find, like, the ones I kept finding were, oddly enough, a lot of Joker and Harley Quinn. And I guess that's because Suicide's about to come out, so a lot of people were dressed as like Suicide Harley Quinn, and I didn't see any traditional Harley Quinn, but I think I saw like Arkham Asylum Harley Quinn or Arkham Knight. They both kind of have the same outfit, I guess. I saw some kind of like I saw an all girl Gurren Lagann. I should have taken a picture of that. Like, there was like they had someone dressed up as Yoko who looked really good. I mean, she looked like spot on as Yoko. There was like a girl Kamina, girl Simone, and it looked amazing. And they even had the little like someone dressed up as the human version of the little guinea pig thing that follows Simone around the entire show. Like, I should have gotten a picture with them, but again, it was busy and I couldn't find them again. Actually, next time I found them, they're actually working one of the booths, and I didn't want to ask them because they were working the booth, so I don't want to interrupt their work time. But yeah, so Comic-Con is fun, and hopefully the next time I do a Comic-Con, I'll have like a good camera I can like go around and like just do videos and like talk to people. Actually, speaking of which, I saw a female what's his name, David Bowie's character from Labyrinth, and actually I had to do a double take because I thought it was the actual character from Labyrinth. Like, she looked really good, and I thought, oh, it's a girl, which just explains why it looks so good. Because there's only two types of people that could pull that off: women and David Bowie, and Drew Wario. But unfortunately, Drew Wario is no longer with us. So, like, I figured if I ever ran into a David Bowie character with a camera, I'd have like a few bouncy balls just to make the joke. Hey, can you take a picture? Can you take a picture while holding my balls? Because you have to. You have to. Ever since Suburban Nights. Anyway, so I think I've rambled on long enough. Comic-Con's good. It's fun. And so yeah, with all that said, I'll see you guys later.